So, I know that I haven't posted one of these in a while. I've had some family stuff going on. Um, like all of the elders in my family are having some serious health issues. And for me, that's scary. Um, like, even if you don't live near people, they are important in your life. And um, when when elders start to have those serious complications, and when you are worried about, is this person going to live or die, all the memories from your past come up, all those childhood silly memories where this person made you laugh, and this person like was there for you when things were really tough, or um, I don't know. I always try to figure out how to explain these things to my kid, because like for him, maybe they weren't that big of a part of his life. For him, maybe it's like, well, yeah, I met them a couple of times, or maybe because of his age, he just doesn't have the emotional depth of like who and what the value of this person is in our lives. Um, but he can tell that something is bothering me, and because I know that value, and because I, as the adult, lead the family, um, like I have to try to figure out how to explain these human things to him. Um, so we are spending a whole lot of time outdoors. We are spending a whole lot of time trying to be physically active, getting those endorphin releases, spending time out in nature and away from technology and other people, because a lot of people have stuff going on, and with technology, there's a whole lot of people on the planet that can do things, um, but it doesn't mean they have the right, and it doesn't mean they have the authority, and it doesn't mean um, that what they do is accepted at all. And sometimes when you have all these other stressors going on, like your own health issues, your mom was in the hospital, you have two uncles that are passing, you have another uncle who's got some serious health stuff, and according to him and his wife, they're going to be fine. Don't you worry about it. Um, Sometimes when you're dealing with all that stuff, and then you try to add in just regular life work, paying the rent and paying the bills and buying the groceries and making sure the house is clean, and oh my gosh, the cat got sick and puked everywhere, and just life stuff, can kind of push you over the edge and make you like really, really agitated. And sometimes, and there's a whole lot of research about it, um, that kind of fear about the future can bring in a whole lot of what looks like anger, what looks like frustration, what looks like abusive tendencies. So my son and I try to play it out. My son and I try to make sure we are physically active and get our endorphin releases that way. Um, and because I personally have suicide attempt in my past, um, years and years ago, again, like I've worked through that. I've worked with shaman and counselors, and I know when I get to that place, and I know how to ask for help. Um, so also along those same lines is Like, I think that God or Spirit or Heavenly Father or Creator or Buddha or Krishna or whoever you want to call it, um, in the grand tapestry of life, puts people in our path that assist us when life is hard. And one of the ways that they do that is by the people that they place. Not necessarily, like, it's not necessarily anything that person has to say. It's not anything that that person has to do. It's not anything that, like, there's not going to be this magical, like, aha moment where you're like, oh my God, I'm so glad that person said that to me. It's literally I met this person and they talked about their own situation. They talked about things that happened for them. Like, okay, I have suicide in my past, and after that, I met people who had a loved one who literally committed suicide. One person talked about their mom, and how, like, their mom had some serious mental health issues and couldn't handle it, and she ended up committing suicide. And like, just talking about her own experience growing up with an abusive stepmom because her mom wasn't there. And then I had another couple come into my life where the husband in the marriage, his dad had committed suicide. He was a teenager. His dad talked to him about it. His dad wrote a suicide note. He found the note. And sometimes I think that, like, in hindsight and looking back, these people are on my path, like, absolutely for a reason, right? A season, a reason, or for a lifetime. And they're there for a reason, so that I can be reminded of the impact of any suicide that I would ever consider in the future. Right? Like, what happens to my own son? What happens to my twin brother? What happens to my mom? What happens to people that count on me and depend on me? And for all of the times that I was going through something really, really challenging, and I don't want to deal with it, and it's overwhelming, and I can't handle it, and I feel like I'm just going to end things. It might end for me, but for the people that I love and care about, and for the people who love and care about me, it's not going to be over for them. So when I start feeling like that, it's really important for me to boost my endorphins in a healthy way, and to really work on self-esteem and self-worth. Because when you understand your own worth and you understand your own value, then you understand that you have an impact on the people around you. That you are not an island, that the world has not just isolated you and made you the dumping ground for all of humanity's issues. Even though it can feel like that, it is literally impacting other people. It is literally like, you're not alone in that. Like, we're never really alone as a human being. And I just think that that's really important to say and put out there, and that one of the biggest lessons I learned through my own attempted suicide, again, years and years ago, I was in my 20s and I'm in my 40s now, is that for some reason, and I don't know why, I don't know if that's just inherent in us, that we want our pack and our tribe and our family unit to help us. There's this expectation that these people are going to know how to, and they're going to be able to fix it. So, like, before the suicide attempt, I refused to go to counseling. I refused to go to an outside party. I expected my immediate family that has no counseling or no shamanic training and no psychology classes, no books on how to deal with a suicidal teenager, to fix it and to make it better. Like, my mindset was like, I don't think I should have to pay somebody to actually listen to me and care about me. And the reality is that they just don't care in the way that you do, because they're not you. I'm gonna start crying. So, I would just hope that you get help, that you call somebody, that you go to counseling, that you hire a shaman, that you purchase a $10 book from a shaman, you reach out to somebody who you think can help. Whether that is just walking into a hospital and saying, I can't shake this, I'm suicidal and I need help. And I would just hope that you understand that you're not alone in that, and that you're not the only one that feels that way, and it's all just really a part of being a human being. And you're not the only one on the planet who cares. Other people care just like you do, and to the depth that you care about, and I don't know what else to say about it. I hope that you have a good day. I hope that you know your worth. I hope that you understand the value that your voice brings to your family and the people around you. And I hope that you can find that hope within yourself again. All right. Have a good day.